my Guruji, Mr. Rajarya. He's the most coolest person I have ever seen in my entire life. The exact guru, the exact person who can change this shitty pond and grow. He's like a lotus in this pond. How can a human being can achieve this level of consciousness or achieve this kind of ability to be a non-learner as well as a learner, a great learner, a great guru? I was attracted to a relationship with Guru and his Shishya. I was always been attracted to that. A Guru is the self of a Shishya that gained more conscious, more wisdom, more knowledge. I don't have the exact word of how we can measure a guru's knowledge. It is impossible. He gives out his knowledge as the medium that connects myself to the real. He is that medium. He is that kind of a knowledge source. The respect is boundless. My respect to him is boundless. It cannot be expressed in any words. I am seeing every relationship I had with people in him, as well as the relationship I dreamed for. He's been the best friend, he's been the best teacher, he's been the best parent. I can, what to say, show every phases of relationship in him, everything. I can gain this much of knowledge as well as nothing when I see it. Every youth is in need of, every youth in this whole world is in need of. He's that kind of a person. And the whole world will be knowing about him. This is my vow. This is the only thing that as a being I need to do. The clarity I gained from meeting my Guru is as same as the divine, as same as anything you call divine. When I am hearing all the stories from my Guruji, it is itself a journey, unbelievable journey. I'm wordless with the life he has been through. This kind of a human being was oppressed by our society, by our way of living, by family, by this community. Everything is in the way to oppress. Everything is noise that blocking us from going through the right path, achieving us our right. That's the only right as a human being I need. That's every right of a human being to know this, to know the truth. But this much of noise is happening to this world. A guru like him is this much underrated. This much. You cannot even believe the story, man. Look at this place. I am sitting in a apartment, like it's this room and a toilet. He's living in that kind of a condition. He was living like a king. Because only of this kind of enlightenment happened to a human being, he's oppressed. If this cannot bring enlightenment to this society, I don't know what will. This much of oppression, your ideas, your way of living, is this reason he's living like this. I cannot imagine how you can ignore this kind of a person. It is unimaginable to me. I always thought I was the most brilliant out of any people. Then I met him. इतना ज्ञान मुझे मिला അത് പറഞ്ഞറിയിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ലടാ. Come here if you want to know the truth, the real truth you are seeking. Come here. Come to this place to know as a being what you need to achieve, what you or where you need to focus. As a conscious being, you are ignoring all your life, trying to find out in the lies. You know yourself, you are capable of doing this kind of things, achieving this kind of dream, but you are doubting yourself. We are united, every single person in this world, every single matter in this world, every single non-matter in this world is united like that. Imagine what we can do. Imagine that. Guruji told me a story. When he was little, he got out of his school. He was kicked out of his school because he was dating his principal's daughter. He's that much of a cool guy. He's what a guru is for the new generation. It's like once in a lifetime opportunity. This is exactly what the universe wants and what the world needs. He's exactly the being. I'm saying out to old people who ignored him, you will regret this. You are this much ignorant to a being who capable of changing a civilization. He is the greatest mind mankind has ever seen. He is the greatest mind. In any aspect, physical or non-physical, he is the being who can connect every possibilities to your enlightenment, I would say. Every youth is in need of this kind of a guru who can simply put out his word. Not in big hard word, he can simply with a smile give out this much of a wisdom that I am not even able to cope up with. I was a curious child, very curious, I would say. Itna curious that I was open to everything. My brain was like a black hole that absorbed anything that came into its way, but did know how to filter out. This is just a start, guys. You will be seeing an internet revolution, I would say, in simple words. This is what we are going to do. Our precede It's a startup incubator, I would say, with this kind of people at its core, building the new generation of India who, who can achieve their startup dreams. This is the right place. This is the right university. This is the only university you will be ever needing. That kind of a deep alignment of thought, of action is visible in my Guru. Surrendering myself to him is the greatest achievement of my entire life. You know, I always thought I was the unlucky person in history of mankind because itna frustration tha mujhme. I was trying to find out, "Arey kya hai? What's the thing?" I wanted to find out everything in a simple way. I was always a scientist, always focused on learning. Then only I understand there were great scientists in the history of humankind, but their invention were never seen light. We are intellectual beings, so our focus should be only focused on intelligence. To acquiring this consciousness, that's what we are built for. That's what we are seeking for. That's the only path we can take. Everyone knows that. You are just ignoring the truth. I know any human being that acquires this form and born into this land will be knowing this. You are just ignorant people. You are never able to focus. You are never able to focus. This is the only opportunity you will be having to acquire that. As a being, as a life form, that's your ultimate goal should be. This civilization goal should be. This unity that we need to acquire. इतना बुरा काम हो रहा है दुनिया में. No one is trying to solve anything. वो balance रखना चाहिए. We need to maintain the balance. To maintain the balance, great consciousness will be forming in every time. In any time in history, you can see that. In every culture, in every form, he was trying to reveal this. You are only this much cross-minded people and ignorant. You are always finding things to differentiate ourselves from others. Not trying to unite them. Not trying to unite your mind. Try to surrender it. That's the most simplest way. This is my Guru's Gyan. This is what the pills I get from him is like this, I would say. This much of clarity I have never been in my entire life. As a life form, it's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Just come to know the capital of UP. To know. To learn more about him. To acquire this kind of Gyan, this kind of lakshya for your life. Come to this place. Filter the things like that. I know there will be people who will be understanding this. People will be ridiculing us. But inside of them, they will be knowing, this is what I need to do. This is exactly what I need to do. Then, see you guys.